Services of lending of securities, very important. Securities lending services. Lending of security, nothing but securities lending services. Securities can also lend. It's a property, it is an asset, movable. But securities, neither goods nor services, which you already familiarized. The term goods does not include securities. The term service does not include securities. Securities kept outside the scope of the GST. Very good. Not in the definition of the goods or services. Now, I am not selling the securities. I am giving securities on rental basis. What do you mean this? How to understand this security lending services? I will put it like this. My dear friends, basically, I am a high net worth individual. I am Mr. Rafi. My net worth 1000 crores. High net worth person I am. I invested one company whose shares are very popularly triggering in the market. I invested 100 crores and purchased the shares from the secondary market, where the huge amount of premium I paid, and I purchased the shares. My investment is 100 crores. I purchased the shares in the secondary market. I am holding it. After that, that company shares fallen like anything. Now, if I want to sell that securities, I may not be getting even 10 lakh rupees. My investment 100 crores. After I purchase the shares, there is a huge fluctuation in the security market, and the market value of those shares has been gone down to the bottom level, touching the ground floor. I am not willing to sell now, because if I sell, even I won't get even 10 lakhs. I am holding with the hope in future I may get good price for this. Now these shares I am the holder. 100 crores of rupees of worth of shares I invested in purchase. Not willing to sell, but willing to let, if anybody want to borrow from me, only for borrow, thereafter to return back to me. Thereby I approached a particular intermediary. Securities deposit purpose, I approach intermediary, a financial institution, NBFC. Sir, I have so and so company shares. I purchased for 100 crores. I am depositing with you. If anybody wanted to borrow it, let them borrow and pay the rental charges to me for the borrowing the shares, particular shares. Intermediary, a financial institution like HDFC, for example, taken and holding that, and informing, hey, Mr. Securities lending and borrowing persons, because SLB, you wanted to borrow securities, so and so company securities are available of so and so person. Then one of the financial institution approached the intermediary to borrow my securities for 3 months, and the price now going up and up, slowly is going increasing. People are buying the shares. So that particular SLB, Securities Lending and Borrowing Institution, which borrowed my shares, kept in the market to sell. What type of sell it is? It is a put option, call option, willing to sell but not to sell, willing to buy but not to buy, which is advanced concept of securities market. Actual transaction won't take place. I am willing to sell so and so company shares at so and so price on so and so date. I am willing to buy. Yes, willing to buy. So on the exact date of a purchase, that we are not going to purchase, and this we are not going to sell, the differential amount only settling in favor of one person and people coming out. such a type of transactions taking place for 3 months, and that SLB, Securities Lending Borrowing Company, who borrowed my shares and paying for 3 months rent to me, let us say 2 lakh rupees. After the completion of 3 months, that fellow redepositing the securities in the intermediary. Now I am going to the intermediary, getting back my securities of 100 crores worth of my investment. I am getting back my securities, and I am also getting from my recipient of service 2 lakh rupees of rental charges. That case, who is a supplier? The owner of securities is a supplier of service. Who is the recipient? SLB, Securities Lending and Borrowing Company, is a recipient. Who liable to pay GST on 2 lakh rupees rent paid to me? Means under RCM, the Securities Lending and Borrowing Company liable to pay GST to department. Under RCM, GST has to pay to department under RCM, not by supplier. At the end of the time period, I will maybe at the end of the lending period, my securities I am getting back. After 3 months, there is a very good huge boom in the market for my shares. Now it's triggering 110 crores. My investment 100 crores. I am selling now. I sold 100 shares. Physically I sold. Transfer of title taken place, which is 110 crores. Not attract GST because it is neither goods nor services. So the securities lending services, where the recipient, securities lending and borrowing person, is liable to pay GST for the rental charges paid by him to the owner of the securities.